Hello, pretty people. This is Kara Randall here, and I would like to do a video that teaches all about Periscope. Not only how to use it, but how it's integrated with Twitter and what you would have to do to start, to get it on your phone, and then what it looks like and some of the other tricks that I've learned. And mostly I want to be teaching people who are totally not tech savvy and want me to show them. So I have my phone on here and I'm videoing myself with the ability to show you what I'm looking at. So to get started, Periscope is a new social media where you live stream yourself talking about whatever you want, doing whatever you want, and what people can see you. At the same time that they're looking at you, they're looking at your face, but you cannot see them. But while they're looking at you and listening to what you have to say, they can actually text and it comes up on the screen so you as the live streamer can read their comments and participate. So think of a YouTube video on the thing that you are trying to learn, being able to answer a specific question if you asked it. So it's very integrated like that and it's super fun. And you can have one person live streaming and they can have hundreds of people. I think the biggest number I've seen is like up to 500 some odd people in a scope at the same time. And the comments are really flying. Most of the time, if there's that many people, the person scoping is doing something of such interest that they're not paying that close attention to the comments. They're just letting people enjoy what it is they're doing or saying. So we don't have to worry about that for a long time yet, though. So first, what you have to do is Periscope is integrated with Twitter. So it was recommended to me, and I don't know if the new updates have changed this, but it was recommended to me that you have a Twitter account first, and then with the same name as you have on Twitter and the same password that you sign into Twitter, you download Periscope onto your iPhone. You can do a Droid. This is more for iPhone. I don't know the ins and outs in Droid. That would be different. It used to not be compatible, but it is. But I think the Androids are still kind of glitchy. So you can also use an iPad. But pretty much the gadgets that are put out by them, they're the ones that like Periscope. So you download the app and it's just called Periscope and it will show up on your phone like all apps do, and it looks like this right here. Can we see without, oh, that's going to be funny. So it's, yes, that one right there. And you will want to think of it just like your Facebook. So it's basically going to open up the whole entire app. So once you're set up on Twitter and once you've signed into Periscope, then you have the freedom to watch other people's Periscopes from all over the world at any time of day that you feel inclined. And you also have the potential to become one of the streamer people, one of the people videoing themselves. So if you push on the app, it brings you to this home page. And it will show you, like I have picked my friends, and my friends tend to be on the East Coast, so there's nobody live streaming right now. So, oh gosh, this might not work. I didn't think about lighting. Oh, there we go. So there's nobody live that I have friended that is actually scoping right now, but these scopes are old. So a scope is the little video that turns up afterwards, and it lasts for only 24 hours. So Jen Hatmaker, special speaker, she did a Skype 30 minutes ago about this family that's singing in their church or singing somewhere. So concerts and conferences, you're no longer limited to. Somebody is probably scoping it and you can watch it afterwards or in the midst of it's happening. Pretty cool, huh? So that's a replay because it's already been done. So if it's live, oh, I really need somebody to come on so I can show you what a live one looks like. Well, I think I'll teach you how to do one yourself next and hope that somebody comes on live that I'm following that would be safe, because I would hate to give you something not safe on this video. There is a button on the bottom that has a globe, like a globe, and then you can do this and you can actually see, let me get in close again so it likes you. You can actually see how many people are scoping all over the world. Well, those people have their location turned on so you can find them, but they aren't necessarily people who have anything in common with you. So you still want to sift through the names and titles to fit your taste. So this late at night, if I click on the California button, there will be lots of late night parties and fun things happening, which we don't necessarily want to do. Football games, concerts, people doing whatever the heck they want. It's all on there. So, so that's the world scope view. And when you do your own scope, there's 4 buttons across the bottom. Let's let it adjust again. I wonder if I turn this light off, if it would be better. Maybe a little bit. Okay, see the 4 buttons across the bottom? The one with the TV is the people that you liked and you follow, whether or not they're streaming, and that's where yours will show up. The world is the one that I just showed you, and the next one to it is the button that you will push to begin your own scope. And just like every other social media, this is where your friends are. So if you click on that one, it will show you the people that you follow. And at the top, you can search for somebody under their name, their Twitter name or their Periscope name. Sometimes people have the same, sometimes don't. That's why I encourage you to do the same. Or you can go into the people that you know, so then you can actually see who it is that you follow. This might not be worth it. I'm doing this for my own group, so whether it works out or not, I have a group that's going to like it. So you can see who you follow, you can see how many broadcasts you've done, and all that. And there's a few statistics and stuff you can see. So when you fill in, when you sign up on Twitter first, then this part comes filled in for your Periscope. So the picture and all those words that I wrote were something that I had done on Twitter first, and it just synced together. And Twitter, it's the best way to do it. They recommended that you do it that way at the beginning. So whether they've changed that or not, I don't know. So let me show you what it looks like when you actually still don't have anybody actually doing it. Here's what it looks like when you go to Scope. You get this video. So it's actually videoing here. It's videoing what the camera is looking like. So I'll stick it on my face so then you can see me in there. So it's where the camera's facing. And so you will want to type in a title of your scope. Okay, that's creeping me out too, so I'll move off to the side here. You type in the title to your scope, and it's important to note that you can put hashtags in, just like in Twitter, and it will link back to Twitter if you have your tweet button on or if you share out to Twitter. So the Twitter is an awesome button. The other buttons that are on here are, you can do private ones. There's a little lockbox, so you can actually tweet with only family or only friends, and you can get as many of those in there as you want, but close it and only invite certain people. And on this side, you have the little triangle is the most important one because it says location. So that map that I showed you that had the world on it, if you turn this on, this makes it so that it goes up on that world map, and anybody from anywhere in the world can come find you and what you're doing. So if you don't have that on, then the audience will be smaller and typically will start with 1 or 2 people who've already started following you or you've started following, and then they can invite friends and slowly grow you that way. The reason you don't want to just leave it on is because all the creepers and all the weirdos come out of the woodwork and they haunt your scope. So you always want to make sure that the one with the little arrow is turned off unless that's your cup of tea. Like if you were scoping a concert or something, it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't mind having it on. You wouldn't mind having it on so people could find you. So what's the other one there? We have the tweet button, the lock button, and Only users you can follow. Oh, there's a button that says only people that follow you are allowed to chat. So if you have that turned on, then that's exactly what happens. So if you end up with new people in your room, then they can't say anything. So that can be a good thing if you want only good input from certain people, but it can also be a bad thing if you're trying to meet new people and you turn it on. So title, turn the location off. Leave the tweet going, or because it will tweet out on your Twitter and say that you're active, so the people on your Twitter will find out that you are. And then, of course, you can only the people that know you can comment, and the lock means only people who have who you choose can actually even find out that it's happening. So pretty cool beans. And so when you go to start, you hit the start button, and if I start this, I'll probably get people in here, but let's go ahead and they can actually see what I'm doing. So now we're alive, and oh, I got a person in here. I am doing a video, a personal video that I'm going to put up on YouTube that teaches people. Hi, Creative. I'm actually teaching a friend how to use Periscope by making a video. So this is boring. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. So see how these people are commenting? Would one of you guys heart just so I can show? See, they can share the love here. It teaches them how to do it. So all these people can interact with this video that I'm using to teach you guys how. I would really love it, Lisa, if you actually did a little scope, maybe do a little handwriting sample for me so I can show my friends what it looks like when someone else scopes. Hope, if that's not way too much to ask or not. So these people I know, most of them I know, and they're friending me, and so they're looking at what's on the screen, what this camera is looking at, what they're looking at that. So it's kind of boring for them. I need to turn it. Oh, I don't even know. So how the heck do I do that? I'm a little making everybody seasick. So this is what I'm doing. So creatively, Lisa is a handwriting girl, and actually go ahead and pitch your handwriting thing. That will be fun. And I'm going to put this on YouTube and put it in my new author group that I'm doing, Writer Creative People group, so that the people who are on it already that don't do Periscope can learn how from visual aid. So she is actually interacting with me. She says awesome, and she says she'll scope for us. So I'm turning you around, Lisa. You got to look at me this way. Okay, weirding me out. So she's participating, and she's going to scope for me in just a few minutes, and I'll show you how that works. And in fact, Lisa, go ahead and go start one so I can sew. So you're going to stack up hearts, and the hearts, people can see the more hearts you have, the more interesting you probably are, the more often you scope. So the comments will slowly scale up, and this whole thing just lasts for 24 hours. So thank you for people in here for helping me with this video. It will be posted on YouTube under Kara Grandel, and I'm just teaching from the ground up for the very non-techie people how to do this. So I went through the things that I find safe and the things that I find scary. So if you have somebody who wants to teach the layman's way, this will be up in just a little while. Okay, so now this is the tricky part. Turning off a stream is challenging. So it's really kind of tricky. You want to slide the screen down and then push that button. People have a hard time with that at first. It's really strange. So it's untitled because I didn't title it because I didn't care how many people came. And then as soon as you're done, you have some stats. Whoa, let's see if it'll come into play. Come on, camera. Let's see. There we go. See, it tells me how many people I had in there. Whoops, doesn't like the reflection of that. It tells me how many people I had in there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's the spot? The sweet spot. Oh, well, darn it. I don't know where the trick is. Anyways, it says that we had 13 viewers and that they watched, it was a total of 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. I had 13 viewers plus 8 on the web. And I got, it doesn't have my heart count up yet. So, but then if I close out and go back into it, then I can look at it again at my stats and see that I had, where's it say my heart's at? Anyways, there's actually a share button on here. So if I push the share button, which is, see there you can actually see the stats behind. It's actually not like, it's the reflection that it doesn't like. So, but it has a Twitter button, a Facebook button, and a copy the link button. So if I push the copy the link button, then now I can go to an email, I can go to Facebook, I can go to Twitter, which Twitter has a Twitter button, so you wouldn't need to do it. But you can actually go into the place that you want to put it and then press and then hit paste, and it will copy right to it. Now, only people who have a Periscope app will be able to watch it. And if you want it to last more than 24 hours, you have to find another site, like something like catch.me.com. It's a place that holds it, and so you would be able to find this one on catch.me for that purpose. So I didn't title mine, but I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to go to my station and see if, here she is, a little more lettering. So I touched the button.
To me, so she could even pop over and we can do a live session, which would be awesome because Kim is right-handed.
Okay, so
definitely one of the challenges.
So she's talking.
Thanks for coming in.
And this is what it would look
Kim
like.
is right-handed, and
So she's talking about lettering, and we don't have to listen to everything she says, but people will be commenting. You would type here and then just hit enter. And the cool part is that if you want to share with your friends, you can click here and then you hit share, or you can click on her. This lady's name is Lisa Walters, and it'll tell you a little bit about her, and you can follow her. So this lady I follow because she's a calligrapher, handwriting person that I like, that prefer her stuff. So I'm going to give her some hearts myself by tapping the screen. Do you see those hearts going up on the side? I'm the chocolate one because my thing is chocolate.
I definitely hold it differently. I know when I took calligraphy from a scribe in high school, she was right-handed, and it was a challenge for her to teach.
So she's, oh, every once in a while it freezes like this, but if you just hold still, it clicks back on.
I did not hold the pen the way that she thought a left-handed person should. I don't.
So there you go. So I mean, layman's, it's a little hodgepodgey version of a video that teaches how, but it should do the trick for what I want. So have fun and be brave, and remember that when you want to get out, you can come in and go out all you want on those. But be brave and know that what is interesting to you is interesting to other people. So, and if you have common sense, then you are 2/3 ahead of the game on most people. So I'm posting this in a group that's designed for creative people and artists who are looking to encourage each other. And I will be periscoping, so I'm hoping some of them figure out how to scope and join me. So that was the hint for the group that I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Hope it wasn't too confusing.